Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Fredrick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. As we get started today, I wanted to mention that we have three different types of new M2s on the lot right now. There's the 2023s, like what we are sitting in now. I got a couple of those left. The 24s that are exactly like the 23s. And there's the 24 plus models that have the Daimler safety package included in them. So it's kind of a variety to pick from and a variety of price ranges to best fit your needs. Now on the 2023s, like we are sitting in right now, that warranty doesn't start until the day you buy them. So if that's the question that's kind of been worrying you, you don't have to worry about it because that warranty starts the day that you purchase it. So we're inside a 2023 Freightliner M2 106 with the Summit hauler conversion. And we've been talking about a lot of the differences between pickups and Freightliners, and we're going to continue to do that today. One of the biggest differences you'll see, and if we could take a shot straight out, is the visibility. We see it comes with an extremely large windshield. That's actually 2,500 square inches of glass. So we can see things in front along the sides. In addition to that, you'll notice how we're taller, we're above traffic. You know, we're gonna be able to see over the top of the cars right in front of us. So that's another big safety advantage in itself. In this particular truck, the backup camera is located right here. So a big advantage of that is when you go to hook up your trailer, you let the air out of the bed, and I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit. Glance straight up and simply pull underneath the trailer. Let the air back in, and all you have to do is get out and basically secure things, and you're good to go. This uses the Voyager system, and with that you can hook up additional cameras. For example, I've got a gentleman that wants to put them in the horse trailers itself, and I'll show you where you hook that up on the outside. Air horn located right there. As we come on down, as we take a look at the dash, there's two gauges I wanted to talk about real quick. These two, okay, those measure the air. The top one is strictly brakes. The bottom one assists with brakes, but it helps monitor all the other air, like in the cab, things like that is what that does. As we back off, this one is very important. That's the engine brake. That's a huge safety advantage that falls to Freightliner, because if we turn that on high and we're coming down a sharp decline and we're towing a load, we turn that on and we actually have 360 horses coming back at us, therefore making things safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. So compare that to a pickup that has an exhaust brake, and the meaning of that is pretty it tells it all, because all it does is restrict the exhaust some to slow it down. Well, the engine brake does truly that. It slows the entire unit down. Automatic transmission. And I realize if you're used to driving pickups, you know, something this size can be kind of intimidating. Well, it really doesn't need to be, because it's so simple to drive. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When you're ready to start your travels, release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and you're on your way. It can be turned into a manual transmission by pressing the mode button and using the arrows to shift gears. These arrows have another purpose. If you press them both at the same time, it's going to tell you what's going on underneath the hood. Oil life, filters are all okay, transmission health is good, there are no codes, and then back to where we began. Red arc trailer brake adjuster right here. We come on over. This is for the Apple iPlay, and it can also be used as charging ports. This dial is for the stereo. We come on up, cruise control located here. intermittent marker lights here. When you're traveling and you see other truckers talking to each other using their lights, that's how you do it. This is the regen button. Chances are you're never going to use that. That is to clean out all the exhaust and all the stuff that's in the lines manually. But it's programmed to do that automatically. So chances are whoever gets the truck is going to use it for those long distances. Therefore, you're never going to have to worry about it. Traction control here. This locks the differential. Windows right here. This is for the mirror heaters. That's the dump valve. I just talked about that lets the air out of the bed of the truck. Press that, all the air goes out. This is the light test button. So you press that, all the lights on the outside come on. So you would use that in a pre-trip inspection to make sure everything is working properly before you start. This is rear air conditioning. And conversely, you can press that to red to blow heat to the back of the cab. If your trailer does come equipped for air, the truck is already lined and ready to go. We can simply put those glad hands on wherever you want them to hook up the air supply for your trailer. It comes with a Stinger radio system located here. It also comes with nav, so if you wanted to hook up navigation and use the stereo for that, it can. This truck comes with massage seats, so not only can you adjust the pulse, but the location of the massage on your seats as well. Climate control located here, and as we open the console, we see more than adequate storage room on the inside. So now let's jump on out and take a look from there. So as we back off of the truck, we instantly see another advantage that it has over pickups, and that's simply the true size and the mass of the vehicle. This truck weighs just a little over 13,000 pounds. Compare that to a pickup that roughly weighs 8,000. If we're in an accident, our chances of walking away from this are substantially higher than a pickup. As you can see, it comes with two storage compartments. There's a smaller one in back and a larger one up front. As you can see, that can be changed out to a gooseneck hitch or a fifth wheel. That's what the tool is for. Furthermore, it comes with a connection for an air hose. If you wanted to put an air hose in to help monitor the tires. In addition to that, you can put an air check on there that helps keep the interior of the truck clean. As we come forward, this is a trickle charger. So if we're traveling at night and want to leave lights on, things like that, we can plug it in right there to assist the batteries in maintaining power. The back seat makes down into a bed simply by pushing a button and then taken back up to the normal sitting position. So this can come in very handy for you because, as we stated earlier, whoever buys this truck, chances are is going to drive it for long distances. So this is really convenient if you go a substantial amount of time and want to make that down into a back seat to jump back there and take a nap for a couple hours before you start your travels again. Under here is one of two 50-gallon fuel tanks. The other one is on the opposite side. So as the truck is sitting in rest, as it is now, that fuel balances itself out. But when you go to fuel up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. The DEF tank, which is right beside it, holds up to 6 gallons. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, both the driver and passenger seat are air ride. that adjustment is made right there. This is for the lumbar system, so that lets air in and out of the back of the seat. The seats can be heated as well. It comes with a kill switch located right there. You know, this probably wasn't going to be used as a daily driver. It may be a month or two in between trips. So by shutting that kill switch off, that will prolong the life of the batteries. Below the steering wheel is an additional pedal. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. Now when you go to start your truck, turn that key about halfway. Let those gauges go all the way over and back. When it's really cold in the wintertime, I actually do that twice. And then go ahead and start your truck. If you start your truck prematurely, there is a chance it'll kick a code that simply doesn't exist. Under here is the block heater. People that live in cold climates can simply plug that truck in right there. This truck is stock number 5N221347. As we come on down, we'll take a look at the tires. It comes with Michelin 255 80 R22.5. A unique thing that the Summit Hauler conversion does is put tire balancers on. Now those have BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you pick up speed and gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. Consequently, things are safer if everything is balanced. It makes for a more comfortable ride. In addition to that, it will extend tire life up to 40%. As we admire the truck from the front, start at the ground and work our way up. Tow hooks located there. The bumper is actually broken into 3 sections. So if we do ding part of it up, we can simply replace that without having to do the entire bumper. Above that, we find an aftermarket grille. As we continue up and focus in on the hood, that is made of compressed fiberglass, therefore extremely tough. We had a hailstorm come through that demolished the pickups, but by taking a look at the hood of the Freightliners, you really couldn't tell anything had happened. As we go up and take a look at the windshield, this confirms what we talked about on the outside in terms of visibility. Another advantage that Freightliner has, especially over Peterbilt and Kenworth, is see how narrow this is right here as it comes down. We'll compare that to other towing vehicles where it's wide here and that is square. So you're looking at this much, that much of a windshield in front of you compared to where this narrows. And if we can get a shot from the side, see how that windshield wraps around? That enables us to get that visibility we talked about. As we take a look under the hood, that is a Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. Some things to note under here. Here is the fuel water separator. Now if we do leave lights on, something happens, and we need to jump start the vehicle, we can actually do it right there. Now we'll come on around and take a look under the hood of this side as well. Air filter here. This one is an air dryer. Now that's more for people in the southeast part of the country where you guys have such a humid climate. That actually dries the air before it goes into the system. As we back off the truck, we're going to talk about a couple more advantages it has over pickups. One of the big ones is the braking system. This has air brakes in it. Compare that to hydraulic that the pickups have. If there is a small leak in both, okay, if there's a small leak in a hydraulic line, that fluid is going to continue to leak out until you get the line replaced, or worst case scenario, you go to hit those brakes and there's simply nothing there. Air brakes, small leak in the air brake. We can keep replenishing it with the unlimited supply of air we have and be safe until we get a chance to get that line replaced. The Freightliner warranty is 2 years, unlimited miles. The transmission is 5 years, unlimited miles. And the conversion itself is 3 years, 36,000 miles. As we look in at the passenger seat, same as the driver's seat as it is air ride, same adjustments made on the side. This is for maneuvering the back of the seat. Under here gives us access to the cab air filters. This view really allows you to see how much room and space is available. So that makes this truck the most comfortable towing vehicle on the market today because of the additional space. Plus, these are the softest, most comfortable seats on the market. I've had people that buy luxury cars crawl in there and tell me that these seats are even more comfortable than the ones they have in their cars. Now, as we focus on the bed of the truck, there's 4-inch rails running along each side. Now, since we're back here, I want to tell you something that the Summit Hauler conversion does, and that's put an extra weight over that rear end. There's 700 to 800 pounds back there. And the reason is because obviously the truck isn't balanced. So by putting more weight over that rear end, you're not going to be crow hopping as you go down the road. In addition to that, it's going to help prevent hydroplaning. And finally, it will help with traction if we find ourselves in mud. The backup camera located directly in the center. As we come on down, we see 2 holes already pre-drilled. Now, I can get you an additional storage box if you find yourself in need of even more storage. And since those 2 holes are pre-drilled, we can ship that directly to your location and you can simply install that yourself. This particular truck comes with the Hensley hitch. You've heard me talk about it basically in all of the videos. That is a hitch that is on airbags. See right here? Basically turning it into air suspension. So when this does multiple things for us. One, you're not going to feel every little bump as you're going down the road, but perhaps more importantly, it will extend the life of the trailer. This is the Hensley hitch that's also known as the trailer saver. As we come back, this is that connection we talked about on the inside. That's the Voyager system. So if you're hooking up more cameras, you simply plug them in right there. Below that is the lights for a bumper pull trailer with that hitch located right here. So as we review, this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106 with a Summit Hauler conversion. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at 303-684-3404. You can email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.